So in the last lecture, we have started the series RC circuit, and this, as you know, that we connect the resistance and capacitor in series, and we provide the AC supply. Yeah. So first we draw the phasor diagram for the series RC circuit. So you can see the phasor diagram in which we take current as a reference in the x-axis. So as we know that voltage and current both are in the same axis. Voltage across the resistance means VR, and current both are in the same axis because there is no phase difference. But the voltage across capacitor VC, that is 90-degree lag behind this current. Clear? So you can see that I draw the vector this VC, which is vertical, and 90-degree lag behind this vector of current. Okay? So the angle between this vector of current and the total voltage, that is phi, which we call as a power factor angle. Clear? So for the series RC circuit, the voltage lag behind the current by between 0 to 90 degree. Clear? The degree is depend upon the value of R and C. Same like for the series RL circuit we have seen in the last lectures. Okay. So here, but current is lead the voltage, or you can say that voltage is lag the current by angle between 0 to 90 degree. Yeah. And then we see the voltage equation, total voltage from the trigonometry from this right angle triangle. We can make the equation of VR square plus VC square square root, and from that we can make the equation of current. I is equal to V by square root of R square plus XC square. So this denominator is nothing but a impedance of this series RC circuit. Clear? Now phase angle we measure by taking the tan phi. From this trigonometry, from this vector diagram, we can find out the tan phi. So tan phi is what? VC divided by VR. VC is the voltage across capacitor, so that is I into XC, and voltage across resistor, that is I into R. So tan phi, that is XC by R. So from this you can find out the power factor angle phi, which is tan inverse XC by R. If you know the value of capacitance frequency, then you can find out XC and calculate the phase angle. Average power equation is same as we derived in the last lectures for series RL circuit, that is VI cos phi, or you can write VM Im by 2 cos phi. Here V and I, that is a RMS value, where VM and Im, that is a peak value or maximum value of the voltage and current. Okay? Then equation of current you can write like I is equal to Im sin omega t plus phi. Yeah. So plus phi angle, it means that this circuit is capacitive circuit because current is lead the voltage by some angle phi. Yeah. If you see in the series RL circuit, then this we have write Im sin omega t minus phi. Yeah. So minus phi, it means that the circuit is inductive circuit, but plus phi means circuit is capacitive circuit, means capacitor is present in the circuit. So here in this circuit, current is lead the voltage by angle phi. Yeah. Now we draw the waveform of voltage and current. So you can see here, if I draw the waveform of voltage V is equal to Vm sin omega t, we starting from omega t is equal to 0. Yeah. So you can see that the current I, that is starting at angle phi advance with respect to this voltage. Clear? So you can see that current I, that is start before the angle phi as compared to the waveform of this phasor voltage V is equal to Vm sin omega t. So it means that suggests that current is lead the voltage by angle phi. Okay. Now this is a impedance triangle. You can see here the x-axis, there is a resistance, vertical line, that is a capacitive reactance, and summation of that gives the impedance of this circuit diagram. Okay. So another equation you can use the power factor, that is VR divided by V. It means voltage across resistance divided by total voltage. Okay. So IR divided by IZ. So it is R by Z. Another equation you can use like cos phi is equal to active power divided by apparent power. Yeah. Now in the last lecture I give this example to your homework. Yes, anyone have calculated this example? Yes, anyone? Anyone get the answer? for this example? We calculate કર્યો છે? Yes or no? Yes or no? 72 number, Taran? Yes, 72
Yes.
number, Taran. Have you calculated this example?
No, sir.
Why you give the angry reaction when I schedule the lecture, Taran? Is there any reason?
What, sir?
Today I have scheduled the lecture, this 24th lecture, and you give the angry reaction. I see that. Is there any reason?
Sir, what angry reaction?
You have given in this angry reaction. See this lecture schedule file in the mail file.
Sir,
Okay, don't worry.
sir, I don't know about that.
Okay, no problem. Yes, any other one? Calculated the example, this one? No? Okay, let's start the calculating this example. First, write down the given data. What is given? Supply voltage is given 230 volt. Current taken by the circuit, that is 6 ampere. Frequency is given 50 Hz. But then say that current is reduced to 5 ampere when the frequency of the supply is decreased to 40 Hz. It means here two current is given and two frequency is given. So first this current 6 ampere called I1. So I1 is 6 ampere and frequency 50 Hz, that called F1. Then current is reduced 5 ampere. So give the name I2, that is 5 ampere, and frequency F2, that is 40 Hz. Here two different condition is given. First current is 6 ampere and then 50 Hz frequency, and then after current is reduced to 5 ampere when frequency is reduced to 40 Hz. So two current and two frequencies given. So determine the value of resistor and capacitor. So here you need to find out R and C. Clear? How to calculate this? Can anyone have an idea how to calculate the value of R and C from this given data? Yes, anyone? Anyone can give me the idea? How to calculate R and C, resistor and capacitor of the circuit? Yes? Have you tried this example to calculate? कोई try કર્યો છે? 58 number, Dev Desai, 58 number.
No, sir. Not right.
Okay. So here you can see here. First we find out the impedance of the circuit. First you all of you find down the given data I1, F1, I2, F2, and V. Then find out the value of Z1. Z1 means here we have two current. Supply voltage is same. So first I find out the impedance Z1 for current I1, which is 6 ampere. So that is 230 divided by 6. I got 38.3 ohm. Then find out Z2 because I have another current 5 ampere when the frequency is decreased to 40 Hz. So 230 divided by 5. So I get Z2, that is 46 ohm. Yeah, all of you write down this Z1 and Z2. Now I find out the capacitive reactance XC1. First capacitor reactance XC1, because at different frequency the capacitive reactance is different, because we know the equation of XC, that is 1 upon 2 pi FC. It is depend upon the frequency. So as frequency is changed, capacitive reactance is changed. Here we have two frequency, one is 50 Hz and another is 40 Hz. So first I calculate XC1 for the 50 Hz frequency. So it is 1 upon 2 pi F1, that is 50 into C. So it is 1 upon 2 pi 50C. Then XC2 for frequency F2, which is 40 Hz. So it is 2 pi 40 into C. Now from the equation of impedance, as we know that Z1 square is equal to what? R square plus XC1 square. Yeah. So Z1 we already calculated, that is 38.3 ohm for current I1 is equal to 6 ampere. At that time the value of capacitive reactance is XC1. Yeah. So I put the value in this equation 38.3 square R square plus XC1 square. Same way for the impedance Z2 square is equal to R square plus XC2 square. Z2 we already calculated, that is 46 ohm, R square plus XC2 square. So from both this equation, subtract the equation 1 from the equation number 2, this one. So I get the final equation, that is 649.1 is equal to xc2 square minus xc1 square, because r square is cancelled out. If you subtract the equation 1 from equation number 2, so finally you get this value in terms of capacitive reactance. Now we already know the value of xc1 and xc2. Clear? In the previous slide, you can see xc1 it is 1 upon 2 pi 50 c, xc2 is 1 upon 2 pi 40 c. So put this value here. So you can see that xc2 is 1 upon 2 pi 40 c whole square minus xc1 is 1 upon 2 pi 50 c whole square. So from this equation, you can finally derive the value of or calculate the value of capacitance C, which is you get 0.0939 into 10 raised to minus 3 Faraday, or you can say that 93.9 microfarad, or 93.9 into 10 raised to minus 6 Faraday. All of you first write down this. All of you understand this, how to calculate this capacitance? Can I repeat again?
Yes.
Okay, so first write down this. First write down the equation number 1 related to the Z1, then Z2 equation, this one, equation number 2, subtract equation 1 from 2, write down this one, replace the value of xc1 and xc2, and finally calculate and get the answer, this one, 93.9 microfarad. After calculating this, now calculate the value of resistance, because we want to calculate R and XC. Yeah, we already calculate C, so now remaining is R. And give the answer of what is the value of R, resistance, after calculating this value. All of you calculate the value of R. 71 number. Give me the answer of value of R. So how much a value? Please give me the answer. 71 number. Number, 71 number, present or not? Manan, Man?
So calculate.
Yes. Okay. All of you try to calculate the value of R. It's very simple. You can use equation 1 or 2 to get the answer of R. I give you the hint. You can use equation number 1 or 2 to get the value of R, resistance.
Sir, 38.2.
No. Yes, anyone can get this answer? When answer મળ્યો છે? Value of R. Yes, Manan Sudhav. Have you calculated? Man. 71
मैं
number.
तो बोला सर. मैं तो बोला.
No, it is the wrong answer.
मैं करो सर.
Okay. Next. Anyone? Desa. Have you got the answer?
Yes, sir, I'm calculating.
Okay, calculate. I give you the hint. You can use equation 1 or 2.
Sir,
Yes.
46.
No.
17.8.
Yes. 17.90. Answer is 17.90. So as I told you, you can use equation 1 or 2 to get the answer, because you already know the value of xc1 and xc2, because you have calculated the value of c. So you can calculate easily the value of xc1 and xc2. Clear? And z2 and z1 is already known, so you can easily find out the value of r. So here I use the equation number 2, which is 2116 is equal to r square plus xc2 square. So put the value of xc2, 1 upon 2 pi 14 into c. C we already calculated, 93.9 microfarad. Then finally you get the value of r square, 320.5. So value of r is 17.90. Clear all of you? If you understand this, how I get this? Same way you can also use the equation number 1 also. Clear? All of you clear? Any doubt? How to get the value of r? Yes, anyone? कोई ना कोई डाउट है?
No,
Yes,
sir.
no, sir. Okay, okay. So let's start the next example.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in the last lecture, we had to draw a phasor diagram of a sum, and two resistance were given of the coil and one. So
Yes.
in the phasor diagram, we have to consider the total resistance, no?
Yes, we consider total resistance. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
sir. Okay.
All of you done this example? Over? Is there any doubt? So I move for the next example. Okay. So next example, write down a capacitor and resistor are connected in series to an AC supply of 40 volt, 50 hertz. Current is 2 ampere and power dissipated in the circuit is 80 watt. Determine the value of resistor and capacitor. Now all of you calculate this one. I ask randomly to anyone. I give you the 5 minutes, all of you, to calculate this sum. First of all, write down the given data. Supply voltage V is given, that is the RMS value, 50 volt. Frequency is given, current is given 2 ampere. Power is given. Power is dissipated in the circuit means active power is given, because power is only dissipated in the resistor. Clear? So that is the active power P, that is 80 watt. Now you need to find out R and C. It is a very simple example. Just you know the equation of all these parameters. 35 number, Neil. Give me the answer. What is the value of R?
Sir, R value 20.
Yes, very good. Very good. All of you get the answer. Value of R.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Which equation you use to calculate the value of R?
P equals to I square R.
I square.
Yes. Yes, very good. P is equal to I square R. P is known. I is also known. So you can calculate R. Now, what is the value of C? 37 number, Nancy. Give the answer. 37, Nancy. Value of capacitance. Nancy, present or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, give me the answer. What is the value of C? Capacitor. Have you calculated or not?
No, sir, I have not calculated.
Okay, 39 number, Thirds. 39.
Sir, I am calculating, sir.
Okay, okay.
Sir, can you make the question visible again, sir?
Yes. Let's see this.
So 0.0212.
0.0. Yes, please.
0.0212.
The answer is 212.3 microfarad. All of you can get the answer. 1212.
Yeah.
Sorry, 212.3 microfarad. So let's see this.
Yes, sir.
R is, you calculate from equation P is equal to I square R. Then after calculate Z, which is V by I. V is given, I is given, so you get 25 ohm Z. Then after you calculate XC, because you already know the R and Z. So XC is what? Square root of Z square minus R square. So you get 15 ohm. Clear? Now we know the value of XC is, that is 1 upon 2 pi F into C. Clear? So C is equal to what? 1 upon 2 pi F into XC. Clear? So 2 pi F omega, that is what? 314. XC is what? 15 ohm. So finally you get the answer of capacitor 212.3 microfarad. All of you get this answer? Yes or no? બધાને આવે છે answer?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's do the next example.
1 minute, sir.
Okay, write down. All of you try to calculate by yourself. Okay, don't just write down the answer directly. All of you calculate with the calculator. Clear? So I move for the next slide. Clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's calculate the next example. Write down a capacitor of capacitance 79.5 microfarad connected in series with a non-inductive resistance of 30 ohm across 400 volt 50 hertz supply. Find impedance, second current, third one is phase angle, and fourth is equation for instantaneous value of current. Find out 4 parameters: first impedance, current, phase angle, and equation of instantaneous value of current. Okay, let's try, all of you. First find out this impedance. So you can see here the given data. Capacitance is given, C is given 79.5 microfarad, R is given 30 ohm, So you can easily find out the value of Z. Clear? We know the equation for the series RC circuit. Impedance equation is square root of R square plus XC square. Yes, so it is very simple to calculate the Z. Yes, quickly give the answer of Z first. What is XC? First you need to calculate XC. Okay, 1 upon 2 pi F into C. What is the value of XC? Have you calculated?
Yes, sir.
40.0.
Yes, it is a 40.
40.
Yes, it is a 40 ohm. XC is capacitive reactance is 40 ohm. Now calculate Z.
25.
No, 25. Z R square root of R square plus XC square.
50 ohm.
50.
Yes, answer is 50 ohm. So let's see here. First calculate XC, get 40 ohm. Impedance Z square root of R square plus XC square. That is square root of 30 square plus 40 square. So you get the answer 50 ohm. Now calculate second current. So here supply voltage is given. Z you already calculated. So I is equal to what? V by Z. So what is the value of current? So very simple.
2.
Yes, it is a 2 ampere. Circuit current I is equal to what? V by impedance of the circuit Z. So 100 by 50, 2 ampere. Yeah. Now calculate third phase angle. Phase angle means what? Phi. You can also call as a power factor angle. Angle between voltage and current. So how to calculate this? Which we already see in the theory. First you find out what? Tan phi. Clear? Tan phi is what? You see in the theory.
50 by R.
Yes, tan phi is what? XC by R. XC you already calculated 40 ohm. R is given 30 ohm. So 40 by 30, that is what? 1.33. Clear? So tan phi is what? 1.33. Then take the tan inverse. So tan inverse 1.33, that is what? 53 degree. But write down 53 degree leading, because here current is lead the voltage by this angle. Clear? So write down like this way, 53 degree leading. If it is an inductive circuit or RL circuit, then you can write 53 degree lagging. But here current is leading. For the RC series circuit, you must write leading angle, leading phase angle. All of you calculated? Get the answer 53 degree? Yes or no?
Yes.
Bhadan આવે છે?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now last thing we find out equation of instantaneous value of current. I is equal to Im sin omega t plus 5. Clear? આપણે જોયું હતું equation theory માં. You can see here in the theory we have seen the equation of instantaneous current. The small I, that is what? Equation of instantaneous current. Im sin omega t plus 5. Phi you already calculated. But now find out what is the value of Im. What is Im here? Im is given in the given data. Yes or no? આપ્યું છે? Here we find out current I. That is what? RMS value. Supply voltage V, that is given what? RMS value. Here. So Im is what? So how's Im? Maximum value of current. You know the RMS value of current. So what is the maximum value of current?
2.82.
Yes. What is the relation between maximum current and RMS current? Maximum current is √2 times RMS value. Clear? So RMS current is given 2 ampere into √2. So you get the maximum current 2.828 ampere. Now omega is what? 2 pi f. So that is 314. So put in this equation I is equal to Im sin omega t plus phi. So Im is 2.828. Omega is 314 and phi that you already calculated 53 leading. So it is plus 53. So the equation of instantaneous current, this one is I is equal to 2.828 sin 314t plus 53 degree. Understand all of you? Clear this example?
Sir,
Yes.
can we calculate the angle as cos inverse R by Z? It's okay now.
Yes, you
Direct.
can. Yes, you can use any equation. Yes, you can use tan phi equation, also cos phi equation, whatever you know. Clear?
Yes, sir.
You get the same answer, 53 leading. No problem. Clear, all of you now? So let's calculate next example. Write down 2 element series circuit consumes 700 watt and has a power factor of 0.707 leading if the applied voltage is V is equal to 141.1 sin 314t plus 30. Find the circuit constant. Find the circuit constant. So what is the circuit constant? First question to you. What is called as a circuit constant? And what are the components in this constant? Yes, anyone can give me the answer? What is the meaning of circuit constant? And in this circuit, what are the elements we use? Here it is not specified that to find out R, L or C.
C.
First of all, you identify the which circuit is this. It is a capacitive circuit or inductive circuit.
Capacitive circuit.
Capacitive.
How you can say that it is a capacitive circuit?
Sir, plus phi.
Leading.
Yes. Here power factor is given 0.707 leading. So you can see that capacitor is present. Or you can see in the equation of voltage that is 30 degree. Then also you can see that it is a, I say that it is a capacitive circuit. Another element, only capacitor is present or any other element is present? Inductor is present or not? Inductor is present or not? Yes, anyone? What is another element? First we know the capacitance is present. Okay, 707 leading. Power factor is given. It means capacitor is present. Then and then you get the leading power factor. Now what is the another element in this circuit? From this given data, you can find out what is the another element. See first sentence. Read the first sentence. 2 element series circuit. It means this circuit contains 2 elements. Clear? First we identify that is capacitor. So what is the second element?
Resistance.
But how you can say that that is only resistor? It may be possible that that is a inductor also.
Sir,
But the power is consumed.
Yes. Yes, please.
The active power is given, so it is resistant.
Yes, very good, very good. So here
Yeah.
power consumed in the circuit that is given. So as we know that power is consumed only in the resistor. Power never consumed in the capacitor or inductor. Clear? So here consumed power is given. It means that resistor is present in the circuit. Clear? So from this given data, you can identify that the resistor and capacitor is present. So what you find out here? Circuit constant. Circuit constant is nothing but resistor, capacitor and inductor. But in this circuit, only resistor and capacitor is present. So it means you find out the R and C. Clear? So like this way, you can also ask in the example, find out the circuit constant or circuit element. So from the given data, you first find out what are the element is present in the circuit from the given data. Suppose lagging power factor is given. So you can assume that it is an inductor is present. Clear? So like this way, from the given data, you can find out the circuit constant or element. Okay, so what is the value of R? First calculate the value of R. P is given. As you already know the equation, P is equal to what? I square R. But I is given. I is not given directly. Clear?
I am root 2.
Yes, I am by root 2. But what is IM? What is IM here?
Okay.
IM is not given. Here supply voltage equation is given. V is equal to Vm sin omega t plus phi. It means Vm is given 141.1. That is the Vm, peak value of the supply voltage. So what is the value of RMS value of the supply voltage? That is Vm by root 2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
Vm by root 2 is what? 141.1 divided by root 2. How much? Kitlu avse?
19.77.
100.
It is almost 100 volt. Clear?
Great.
So 100 volt RMS value. We know the equation of active power P is equal to what? Vi cos phi. P is given 700 watt. V you find out 100. Power factor cos phi is given 0.707 leading. So you can find out the value of I. So get the value of I, that is 10 ampere from this equation. Clear? Now you can find out the value of R because you already find out RMS value of current. Clear? I is the RMS value. Clear? So what is the value of R? Give the answer quickly. Yes, please. Give the answer very quickly. Yes, P is equal to I square R. P you know, I you know already.
7.
Yes. Yes, very good.
7 ohm.
R is 7 ohm. Now find out the value of C, capacitance. You know R. You know the value of V and I. So first find out impedance Z. Z is equal to V by I. V you already find out 100 volt. I you already calculated 10 ampere. So Z is equal to what? 10 ohm.
10.
Clear? Now from the equation of impedance you find out the XC, capacitive reactance. That is the square root of Z square minus R square. Clear? You can see here. So Z is 10,
Sir.
R is 7. So XC is 7 ohm. Yes? Anyone?
Sir,
Doubt?
phase angle is 30 degree no here.
Phase angle is
30 degree.
you
From
did
the
not ask.
we
Yes,
can.
yes.
It is 30
Yes.
degree from the equation.
Yes, it is 30 degree. Yes.
So, sir, power factor, I mean, cos phi should be 0.86. Then, and then the sum it is given 0.707. Why it is different, sir?
See, that is not a power factor. See, this angle is 30 degrees given. That is not always a power factor. Clear?
Mhm.
That is the angle by which the difference between voltage and current, reference voltage and current. Here. So always this power factor is not given here in this angle. In the equation of current, the power factor is given. I is equal to Im sine omega t plus phi. Clear?
Yes. Okay, sir.
Okay, what is the value of C? Capacitance. Xc is 7 ohm. So Xc is what? 2 pi f into C. So C is equal to 2 pi f into Xc. So what is the answer? Capacitor C. So also. Yes, please give the answer quickly.
3.185 into 10 raised to minus 3.
No.
450.
Yes, 450 microfarad. See, equation of
Microfarad.
C is equal to 1 upon 2 pi f into Xc. Yeah, 2 pi f is given 50. C Xc is given, you already calculated 7 ohm. So that is 450 microfarad. Okay, here frequency is not given, but how to find out? Omega is given 314. Clear? So omega is equal to 314. So omega is what? 2 pi into f. So f is equal to what? 314 divided by 2 into pi. Clear? So from that you can calculate the frequency. Okay. It is not always the frequency is 50 Hz. Sometime in example 60 Hz frequency already given from this given data. Okay. So you must calculate the frequency. You don't directly write don't directly assume that frequency is 50. Clear? If it is not given directly. So from the equation of voltage or current, you can find out the frequency. Clear? Then after calculate this C. Okay, this answer is 450 microfarad. All of you get this answer?
Sir?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
So can't we use the omega which is already given instead of calculating the frequency again?
What? Sorry?
Sir, can't we use the omega itself for calculating capacitance?
Why? Capacitance? Yes. You can replace this value. Yes. 2 pi f, that is omega. Yes. Omega is 314. So you can directly write here 314. Yeah, you can write like this way also. Yeah. You not need to calculate frequency in that case. But in other case, if you need to find out the Xc, at that time you require the frequency. So I'm talking about that time you calculate the frequency from this given equation. In this example, you not need to find out frequency because omega is given. So 1 upon 2 pi f Xc. So 2 pi f is itself is omega. Okay. So you directly write down 314. Yeah. Got this point?
Yes.
Okay. So let's move for the next topic. Next theory, series RLC circuit. So first we have start the series RL circuit, then series RC circuit. Now we move for the series RLC circuit. Means all these three components are connected in series and we provide the AC supply voltage. Now in this case, what is the vector diagram? What is the equation of voltage, current, power factor? Clear? So let's understand this circuit which contains the R, L and C component in series connection. So as you can see in the circuit diagram, voltage across the R, that is given VR, across inductance given VL, and voltage across capacitor C is VC. So vector summation of all these three voltage, that is nothing but your supply voltage. Clear? Or applied voltage. Now let's draw the vector diagram for this case. So
Sir,
always
could you go
take
back to the last slide?
Yes, please. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Can I move for next slide?
Yes, sir.
So as you can see in the circuit diagram, three elements R, L and C is present. So three voltage across each and every element, VR, VL and VC. So when you draw the vector diagram or phasor diagram, always take the current as a reference. So here you can see that in the x-axis, I take the I as a reference in the x-axis. So voltage across the R, that is in the same axis. So you can see that I drew the vector OA. That is a vector of voltage across resistor VR. Now next draw the vector of VL, voltage drop across inductor. So you can see that I draw the vector AB, which is 90 degree with respect to this vector of current, because we know that current is lag behind the voltage across the inductor by 90 degree. Clear? So draw the exactly vertical line 90 degree with respect to current vector. So AB, that is a vector of VL. You can see here this is represented by VL. Now voltage across capacitor, that we know that voltage across capacitor, that is lag behind the current by 90 degree. Clear? So exactly vertical direction, exactly vertical line, but and the lower side of this current vector. So you can see here the vector of AC that I drew, that is nothing but voltage across the capacitor. So the line of this vector AC, that is very short as compared to the vector AB. It means that here the value of inductor, that is larger than the value of capacitors. So as we know that when the value of XL, capacitive reactance, is more than, value of inductive reactance XL more than capacitive reactance, so you get the more voltage drop across the inductor. It means VL is greater than VC. So here in this circuit, we assume that the inductor value is large compared to capacitor, so that the voltage drop across the inductor, which is more than voltage across the capacitor, means VL is greater than VC. So that's why here the vector AC, vector of voltage across the capacitor, that length is smaller than the vector AB or vector of VL. Yes, because we assume that voltage drop across the inductor is larger. Exactly opposite, suppose voltage across the capacitor is more as compared to voltage across inductor. So draw the vector of AC large length as compared to the vector of AB. Yes, whatever the value of L and C. So that L and C, voltage across L and C, that depend upon the value of L and C. Clear? So here we assume voltage across inductors is more as compared to capacitor. So for this case, I drew the vector diagram here, and that's why here VC vector length is smaller as compared to the vector VL. So as we know that vector VL and VC both are exactly 180 out of phase with respect to each other, or we can say that both are opposite to each other, completely opposite. So I draw the vector of AD, which is nothing but what? VL minus VC. Clear? So this is a vector AB. If you subtract the vector AC from this AB vector, so you get the VL minus VC, and summation of this VR vector and VL minus VC. So finally you get the summation of these two vectors, that is nothing but total supply voltage V. It means this one. Yeah. Again repeat, draw the current vector as a reference. VR is always in phase with the I. Vector OA. Draw the vector of VL, voltage drop across inductor. Then draw the vector of VC. Both are 180 degree out of phase. Take the subtraction of these two voltage. So here VL is higher than VC. So subtract VC from VL. So VL minus VC, that is a vector AD. Vector summation of OA and AD, that gives a vector OD, that is a supply voltage V. All of you clear how to draw the vector diagram for series RLC circuit? Is there any query in this vector diagram? Anyone?
No, sir.
Yes. So what is the equation of supply voltage? From this trigonometric, how to write down the equation of voltage? V is equal to what? Sulaksa equation. V is equal to what? Vector summation of VR and VL minus VC. So it is a square root of VR square plus VL minus VC whole square. You can see here. Vector summation of OA plus AD. VR square plus VL minus VC whole square. So VR is IR, VL is I into XL, VC is I into XC. Take I common. So finally we get the equation of I also. It is V by square root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So this denominator part, that is what impedance offered by this circuit to this current. Clear? Now, what is the equation of power factor? So as we know, the power factor is what? R by Z. So Z is what? R square plus square root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Or you can use the equation of tan phi to calculate phase angle. That is what? VL minus VC by R here. Okay, here not only VL or VC, both are present, L and C. So tan phi is what? VL minus VC divided by VR. Or you can write down XL minus XC divided by R. Clear? If you take the I common, so in the numerator and denominator i's cancel out. So you get equation of tan phi XL minus XC divided by R. So if you know the value of XC, XR and R, then you calculate the phase angle of the circuit. Active power equation is as it is, same, P is equal to VI cos phi, or you can use I square R. Clear? All of you clear up to this point? So here time is over. So I stop this lecture. If you have any doubt, then ask
Sir,
the
can
question.
you do the previous slide 1 minute?
Okay. Any doubt?
Still back, sir.
Okay. This one?
Yes, sir. Okay, we're done.
Any problem?
No, sir. No.
Okay, anyone doubt? Where did I
Sir?
doubt, sir?
Sir, can you show the last slide once again, sir?
Okay, 1 minute. This one?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, clear all of you? So here I stop this lecture. And today I have sent the experiment number 5 Word file and already uploaded the video of experiment number 5 in YouTube. So watch this video and write down the experiment table and conclusion. Okay. I give you 5 days to complete this task. So submit this experiment number 5 by writing the table, draw the VI characteristic of diode, and then write down the conclusion. Okay. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. Okay, any doubt right now? So I stop the lecture here.